Hey, this is Kristen.
And this is Aaron. And this is the Drive Mode Show.
Whoop.
And with us, we've got special guest Nicole Wakelin.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey,
And
Nicole.
we're going to talk about her favorite thing.
Biscuit?
We're talking about cupcakes.
Oh, cupcakes.
Yeah.
Your other
Not
favorite
Star
thing.
Wars, the other one.
Well, I got the Star Wars behind me a little bit, but cupcakes.
What we're going to do today is we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to talk about some of our favorite cupcake flavors, and then we're going to pair those with cars. I think it'll be cool. So let's start with our guest.
Oh.
Nicole, what's your first cupcake?
I have a list I have to look at. Okay. So my first cupcake flavor would be like a double chocolate cupcake. So it has to be a chocolate cupcake with chocolate frosting and then some goofy chocolate sprinkle, ganache, flour, rosette on top. So all chocolate all the time.
Wow. And what car do you think that goes with?
I went really specific. The Dodge Challenger Hellcat, the wide body.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Okay. Wow.
Because it's like, oh, it's a super powerful car. It's the chocolate part. And it's like, oh, wait, it's got a red key. That's the extra chocolate part. And the wide body, because that's what you have after you eat a double chocolate cupcake. So.
Wow. That's a lot of thinking. See, I would have went with like the Tundra 1794.
Okay.
Because it has that, it's one of the only vehicles that has that beautiful brown copper color. So it's kind of a bronze brown.
Okay.
And then the interior is also, you can get that in that horse leather color. So you end up with chocolate and chocolate.
So you're going with look, and I was going with substance.
Right.
Well, I think Nicole and I
that'll-
share a brain, I think, because I also said deep, dark chocolate with chocolate ganache.
Mm-hmm.
This one you can see I made this morning is kind of messy.
Yum.
And oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's like got to be messy and it's got to be wicked dark chocolate. And I also said the Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
Wow.
Did you really?
I did. That's so awesome.
That's funny.
We think alike.
Wow. So my first one is a red velvet, preferably with what's that white frosting that's not just plain white? The
Ring?
Buttercream?
Oh, it's
Cream cheese.
yeah, buttercream, butter or cream cheese, either one. Cream cheese might actually be better. So I was just envisioning the cupcake itself, not really the frosting so much, other than I knew the frosting was going to be white, right? So I'm thinking about that, and I immediately paired it with a Toyota CHR because they're always in two-tone.
Okay.
So I just immediately thought two-tone.
I like
And then the
that.
little CHR has this odd quality about it that's totally mainstream and normal and borderline boring, right? And so's a red velvet cupcake. It's like the most common cupcake there is that's not just a vanilla cupcake,
No.
right?
You have not had a really good red velvet cupcake then.
No, I feel like the next time this quarantine's all lifted and we're all in the same place, we have to take Aaron for cupcakes because clearly he's lacking.
He's definitely missing.
Apparently. So, Nicole, what's your next one?
Okay. See, now my second one was kind of your first one. I did a red velvet cupcake.
Okay.
With the cream cheese frosting on top. And I was saying to the Corvette because like red and Corvettes kind of go together. And it's like, and it's like, it's pretty and it's attractive and you think, oh, red velvet, whatever. And then you're like, ooh, this is a really yummy cupcake with a cream cheese frosting. This is amazing. Which is kind of like driving the Corvette. It's like, oh, it's a really sexy car and you get in it and you think, whoa, this is amazing.
I totally agree with that. That's a good pair.
Yeah.
Yours is better. But Kristen knows that from experience that when we do these, I tend to pick normal vehicles instead of the 2% sales vehicles, the Halo ones.
That wasn't on my list. You didn't tell me I had restrictions.
I know, no, that's just how I tend to do it. So when we did rock stars and cars, I was pairing rock stars with like Toyota Camry.
Who drove a Camry?
Phil Anselmo from Pantera.
Okay.
He might very well drive a Toyota Camry now.
He might.
With the kids in the back.
So anyway, Kristen, what's yours?
Okay, so my next cupcake is a toasted coconut buttercream.
Ooh.
Because you should smell this.
We need smell.
And I'm pairing it with the Volvo XC90 because I feel like it's elegant, but still delicious.
Nice.
Okay.
I can totally see that. It's
coconut. You should take a big bite.
Yeah, you need to just smear it like.
Take a big bite. Get some coconut stuck on your nose. Do it.
No.
Did we chant? Do it, do it, do it.
No.
No.
What's your next one, Aaron?
My next one is a plain vanilla one. So a plain vanilla cupcake with plain vanilla white frosting on it. And the reason I thought of this is because this is the cupcake that most people will see probably first. Like this will be their first one when they were a kid at some point. And these are the ones that are always just on the shelf at whatever store you go to. So you go to any grocery, and these are the generic ones in those 12 packs. And maybe they put sprinkles on them and try to dress it up, red, white, and blue for the 4th of July and whatever. But they're just a vanilla cupcake, regular, everyday, boring. And that immediately made me think of a Ford F-150. And not because the car is regular, everyday, boring, but because it is literally the best-selling vehicle in the country.
Okay.
Therefore, it's the one we see the most. So we see it most often, more than any other vehicle. So
yeah, and you could dress up that cupcake as you dress up an F-150 with
exactly
levels.
So a vanilla cupcake can become anything after being just starting out as that vanilla cupcake. Ford, the F-150 is also the most configurable truck. So out of all the full-size trucks, it is the one that you can has the most configuration options. So there you go.
Aaron, what we need is your email for all the people that are going to say you just called their F-150 boring. So,
yeah, just comment.
Comment below.
Down below. Hit the thumbs up and then comment down below and then subscribe so that you can go on to the other videos and say stuff too.
All right.
Nicole.
Okay. So my last cupcake, so we were supposed to either have a cupcake, which Kristen did, or print out a picture of a cupcake. Well, there weren't any cupcakes anywhere here in the entire state of New Hampshire. And my kids used the last of the colored ink in my printer, and Amazon doesn't see that as essential. So I have a black and white picture. Wait, I'm going to see if I can. This is my favorite cupcake, which you can't read anything I wrote. But it is a lavender Earl Grey cupcake.
Fancy.
It's like a vanilla cupcake, but on top it has a lavender Earl Grey buttercream, and then there's little shiny purple sprinkles, and this little tiny thing on the top is like a little pink fondant flower. You can only get it at Georgetown Cupcake in the month of May. Literally, if that store is not open in May, I'm going to riot, okay, because I really want one. I wait all year for those. So I put it with the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio because it's this fancy pants cupcake with all this stuff going on, and you think, okay, lavender, is that going to be good? And you're like, oh, is the Alfa Romeo going to live up to its expectation? And you get in it, and it is really good, and it's really fun to drive, and it looks amazing. It's like the prettiest car around. So I felt like that was like the pretty tasty, yummy, fun cupcake.
I like that, and I like the wheels on that one too.
On the car, yeah.
Alpha wheels are beautiful.
Yeah.
They don't match the little daisy on top of that cupcake though.
Yeah, well, that's your picture again, because I feel like it kind of does have a flowery.
The daisy could be like substituting in for the little clover there on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was thought behind this.
So to me, just going with wheels, that daisy looks more like an Audi wheel, and so I would go to, but I don't know what Audi would match the cupcake. So.
Audi would match the cupcake.
I don't know.
we could do some kind of lime cupcake, and then that could go with like the e-tron, because the e-tron's electric. And I guess it would be blue. What would be a blue cupcake? Everything electric's always blue.
Like one of those Cookie Monster ones that looks like,
A wheel like this, right? Like these wheels.
Those are
on this Audi right here.
There you go. I guess it's kind of, they kind of match. Sort of, kind of. Yeah, see?
Close enough. Okay, so my last cupcake I have is a strawberry chip with homemade buttercream and sprinkles. And the one I would pair this with is the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, because it is an explosion of goodness. And it's all these amazing things in one little cup.
Can you just push that into the camera for me? Just like,
This is what I'm having for lunch today.
You need to take one bite on camera. There you go. That was a delicate little bite.
No kidding.
I'd be like,
I had 3 cupcakes here. I mean,
this is where we find out how Southern Kristen is, dear.
I've been in the South for 20 years now.
Proper everything.
Shoot, I listen to hair metal, right?
I won't tell you what we used to call that when I was in junior high.
Yeah, don't. Aaron, what's your last cupcake?
So I tried to save my best one for last. My last one is a now I can't remember so one of my favorite things is cherry cream cheese pie.
Ooh.
And I had a cupcake that was made that way. So it was a cherry flavored cupcake with cream cheese, but like full on cream cheese, not frosting cream cheese, full on cream cheese on top. And it was friggin' amazing. It's like cherry cream cheese pie, it is diabetes on a plate, but it's really good, right?
Sounds like a Danish flavor.
You just tell Wilford Brimley to go away and you eat it anyway. And then to pair it, I had to pair it with one of my favorite vehicles. Originally, I was going to go with a Mercedes Unimog, but I decided instead I would put it with, because it's a little more of a kind of quirky but refined and fun. So I decided to put it with a Citroën Deux Chevaux. So it's not a current vehicle. You can't buy one.
I don't even know what that looks like. What does a Citroën Deux Chevaux look like?
A 2
seat. That car?
They look like a Volkswagen Bug.
I'm Googling now.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to Google it. These are one of the most produced cars in the world, and they are tons of fun to drive because they don't go fast. You can't tip them over. You can't break them. You don't need any tools to work on them. Almost everything comes apart with just thumb screws, and it's really cool vehicle.
Oh, it's really cute.
Yeah, tons of fun.
Yes, I go with your assessment. That works. Now that I know what the car looks like, because I had to pull it up on my phone. Cool.
All right, so one last one. Pop quiz. If you had a chocolate chip cookie dough cupcake with chocolate chip cookie dough frosting, what kind of car do you think of?
I'm drawing a total blank. I can't think of a single car because you put me on the spot. A chocolate chip cookie dough cupcake with chocolate chip cookie dough frosting.
Yeah, it's super rich, super.
Wow.
I have one in mind. I'll see what you guys think.
Super sweet.
What do you think, Aaron? Super sweet, super rich, like beyond rich, like more than anybody would ever need.
All right, so I'm thinking a Ram Power Wagon with all the Mopar accessories on it.
That's a good match.
You don't actually need all that equipment, but it's really cool to have it.
Fun, yeah.
Okay, I think I was gonna say a Mercedes G-Wagon, but with every last bit of chrome accessory that you can purchase,
Yes.
aftermarket or otherwise. That
Yeah, you got to
the person
fully
behind
Arnold a
it-
G-Wagon.
Right.
You're
And
going to own a G-Wagon.
they will never drive it anywhere but between like their house and the gym and like the local restaurant to have wine and dinner with the ladies and then back again. But it will look like it could drive up like Mount Everest.
I like that. I was thinking of like an armored Maybach.
Oh.
It's way more than you need, but wow.
That would work.
That's all I got. Cupcakes and
Wow.
cars. That was
That
fun.
works.
So wait a minute, I got another question then.
Oh, okay.
Same cupcake, so that the chocolate chip cookie dough and all of that, but you got to listen to, what are you listening to while you eat it?
It has to be something light and fluffy. Oh, what's that song? Wait.
Bop.
That probably is a song, light and fluffy.
No, the Ariana Grande, she has that song, what's it called? And like the chorus is like, I want it, I buy it. You like my hair, gee thanks, just got it. I see it, I like it, I want it. I think it's called Seven Rings.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
That one, because it's all about just like, yeah, I want it, I buy it.
See, I've got metal on the brain. I'm thinking of something very resonant and like Rammstein or Disturbed.
Disturbed.
I also do the sounds of silence, which is beautiful.
That's a great, yeah. He did a really good job on that.
Yeah, I did.
I was going to go with Metallica. And on the Master of Puppets album is a song called Orion, which is an instrumental. And I used to just lay in the grass watching the stars and listen to that. And it's a great song whether you're sober or not. So you can, and I was thinking that fits that perfectly because there's no lyrics to screw it up and distract you, just the music.
Just a cupcake and some Metallica. That's all I need.
Music and stars above your head. That works.
Well, Nicole, thank you for joining us today. That was really fun.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. This was fun. I like this.
Lots of fun. So that was Nicole. This has been Aaron.
And this is Kristen.
And this has been the Drive Mode Show.
Thanks for listening.
All right. Talk to you soon. Subscribe. Complain in the comments.
Ford F-150s are not boring.